Dear students, this is our eighth lecture on organic reaction mechanism and the second lecture on carbocation rearrangement. In the first lecture, we have done Wagner-Mermin rearrangement, whereas in this lecture we will be discussing rest of the carbocation rearrangements. So as I have told you in the first lecture also, the carbocation rearrangements, they are very common in organic chemistry. And here what happens is a carbocation which is initially formed during the process of the reaction, it rearranges into a more stable carbocation either through 1 to hydride shift or through 1 to alkyl shift or through 1 to phenyl shift to give us a product which is formed through a more stable carbocation. And basically the normal products are not formed. The products formed, we call those as of normal products because they have been formed by some rearrangement. And in most of the reactions, either primary carbocation changes into secondary carbocation or secondary carbocation changes into tertiary carbocation. So for example, if we take this reaction here, this is the energy profile for secondary carbocation, whereas the tertiary carbocation is much more stable than the secondary carbocation in terms of energy. So because of that, because of this difference in energy between secondary and tertiary, the secondary changes into more stable tertiary form. The theory behind these rearrangements, the cationic rearrangements, is that here, as we know, that in the carbocation, 2p orbital is an empty orbital, which is bearing the positive charge, and the hydrogen from the adjacent carbon atom through its sigma bond transfers its electron density to the vacant p orbital along with its pair of electrons. This hydride moves to this carbon through this type of transition state, and then we get a more stable rearranged carbocation. So here you can see that this is a secondary carbocation, and when this hydride shifts from this carbon to this carbocation now formed is a tertiary carbocation which is more stable than this carbocation, and the reaction passes through this type of transition state. And in these rearrangements, two electrons they are involved in bonding molecular orbitals. But if there is a radical or anion, that means in addition to these two electrons, we need more electrons. In case of radical, we will have one, and in case of anion, we will have two electrons. And those two electrons, they will be there in the anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So, because of that, these processes they are less stable in case of radical and anion rearrangement, because there additional electrons they are to be accommodated in the anti-bonding molecular orbital which have higher energy as compared to bonding molecular. Then uh, we know that carbocations they are unstable species, so therefore they are intermediate structures and not the final products. The final products they will be formed from the rearranged carbocations, which are formed due to stability. So once the 1 to alkyl shift or 1 to hydride shift or 1 to phenyl shift has taken place to give us a more stable carbocation, this more stable carbocation will change into the products. So for example, if I take this 1 bromo 2 dimethyl propane, when this is reacted with silver nitrate, this silver will act as lactophile and nitrate will act as nucleophile, and this leaving group bromide ion will be removed by silver to give you silver bromide, and a carbocation of this type is generated. And you can see that this carbocation is a primary carbocation. Now by shift of this methyl group 1 to methyl shift, this changes into much more stable tertiary carbocation, and this carbocation can lead to the formation of products either through elimination process or through nucleophilic substitution process. So either unimolecular nucleophilic substitution takes place or unimolecular elimination takes place to give us products. In this case, alkenes are formed as products, and here, depending upon the nucleophile, we will get the product. For example, if we react with water, we will get alcohols as the product. Then these are the types of carbocation rearrangements. Out of these, in the first lecture, we have already studied Wagner-Wierman rearrangement, and the fifth one, anchimeric assistance or neighboring group participation. The lecture is already available on the YouTube at this link. So in the present lecture, we will discussing the remaining three: pinacol pinacolone rearrangement, tafnidamzole rearrangement, and acid catalyzed rearrangement of carbonyl compounds. Now, pinnacle rearrangement, this was the first molecular rearrangement which was identified by the chemist. So here what happens is when vicinal diols, these are also known as pinacoles, they are treated under acidic conditions, they rearrange to give us aldehydes or ketones as the product. So this conversion of vicinal diols into aldehydes or ketones under acidic conditions is known as pinacol rearrangement. And since pinacol, this one is a symmetrical diol, so protonation and loss of water either from this carbon or from this carbon will lead to the formation of same carbocation. So on reaction with H positive ions, say this OH2 plus is formed at this carbon, then a molecule of water is lost and we will get a carbocation of this type. And then 1,2 methyl shift will take place because of the lone pair of lactones on oxygen. This will form a carbon oxygen double bond which will create a positive charge on oxygen, and this methyl will be shifted to this place and we will get this type of carbocation where positive charge is on oxygen, and this positive charge is neutralized when a proton is lost from this OH group, and this will be converted into ketones as the product. So this is how pinacol is converted into pinacolone. So pinacolone is a ketone of pinacol, and this is how under acidic conditions these pinacols they are converted into pinacolones. The mechanism of pinnacle rearrangement leading to the formation of products depends on many factors, and some of the important factors they are stability of the intermediate carbocation, and then out of the two hydroxyl group from where the water is lost, then migratory aptitude of different substituent groups present on the both the carbons bearing OH group. Then a factor of steric hindrance and other strain factors also plays a role in this case. Then we also need to know whether the product stability also governs the outcome of the competing rearrangement. Then a fact of reaction conditions, that what type of acid is used as catalyst, what is the concentration of the reactants, what are the solvents which are being used for this pinnacle rearrangement, and at what temperature the reaction is being run. So all these factors, they will determine that what kind of product will be formed in pinnacle rearrangement. Then stability of intermediate carbocation is very important in pinnacle rearrangement. So this plays a role in case of unsymmetrical diols. Unsymmetrical diols, which of the two hydroxyl groups get protonated, it is important in case of unsymmetrical diols. For example, if we are having this diol, 1-phenyl ethane 1,2-diol. Now here, this carbon is having two hydrogens, whereas this carbon is having hydrogen and phenyl. Now the H positive will go to which carbon will be determined by the factor that what is the stability of the intermediate carbocation. So for example, if H goes to this carbon and this hydroxyl group, then this will be the intermediate formed, and then this intermediate will lose a molecule of water and this carbocation is formed. Whereas if H positive goes to this hydroxyl group, then this intermediate will be formed and this will lose a molecule of water to give us this type of carbocation. Now, if you compare the stability of these two carbocations, the second one is more stable because this is a benzylic carbocation, whereas the first one is a primary carbocation, so this is less stable. So here this is a benzylic carbocation. This is a benzylic carbocation because here the carbon is attached to phenyl group, which is bearing the positive charge. Therefore this is much more stable than the first one. So here the hydride shift after the formation of carbocation will take place, and then loss of proton will lead to the formation of phenyl acetaldehyde as the product. So we can see from here that in case of unsymmetrical pinnacles, the attack of proton will be determined by that which type of carbocation is formed. The more stable carbocation will lead to the formation of product. So we can say that pinnacle rearrangement is a regioselective rearrangement, and major or the only product is derived from the rearrangement of more stable carbocation. Then is migratory aptitude of the substituent also determines that which type of product will be formed. So migratory aptitude means the ease with which the carbon-based groups migrate, that varies according to the type of reaction and reaction conditions also. But in general, the group which best stabilizes the positive charge in the transition state or in the intermediate state, that will preferably migrate. So benzyl or allyl group, they will migrate in preference to tertiary alkyl groups. Tertiary alkyl group will migrate in preference to electron rich uh, aryl groups. Electron donating or electron releasing group, if it is attached to the aryl group, that will be migrating prior to those aryl groups where electron withdrawing group is attached. Then these will move in preference to secondary alkyl groups, and secondary alkyl group will move in preference to primary alkyl group, and primary alkyl group will migrate in preference to methyl group. So this is a general uh, mode of migration of different types of groups. And among the substituted aryl groups, paramethoxy or 4-methoxy aryl will move in preference to paramethyl aryl groups. And paramethyl aryl groups, they will move in preference to parachloro. Then parachloro will move in preference to parabromo. And parabromo will move in preference to para uh, methoxyryl. I think there is a mistake over here. We will correct it later on. But because this is same as this one, so there is a mistake over here. So parabromo, after that parabromo in preference to para nitro. Then position of hydride in this series is very unpredictable, and this usually migrates very readily, but depending upon the reaction and reaction condition, it will be determined whether the hydride will move faster or it will move slower. Then is migratory aptitude of substituents. Based on this migratory aptitude, sometimes the product is formed. So the formation of product not only depend on this, but other factors they are also to be taken into consideration. So for example, if we take this substrate pinacol, here this is 2-methyl 1,1-diphenyl propane 1,2-diol. So one carbon is having two phenyl groups and other carbon is having two methyl groups. Now there are two possibilities. Either this H positive go to the carbon having both the methyl groups, or this H positive can go to the carbon which is having both the phenyl groups. So either this intermediate is formed which will lose a molecule of water to give us this one, or this will lose a molecule of water to give us this one. And we can see from here uh, the carbocation formed by this process will be a tertiary alkyl carbocation, where here the carbocation formed will be a dibenzylic carbocation because there are two phenyl groups present. Therefore, this carbocation formed is much more stable than this carbocation. So that is why this reaction will not proceed in this direction but will proceed in this direction. So, but if you compare the migration here, the phenyl group is migrating, whereas in this case, methyl group is migrating. And we know that migratory aptitude of phenyl is much more than the methyl. But before the migratory aptitude of the substituent, we have to consider that which type of, what is the stability of the carbocation intermediate formed. Only then we will consider the migratory aptitude in this case, because there is an appreciable difference between the migratory aptitude of phenyl and methyl. Now here when this carbocation is formed, then in the next step this methyl migrates and we will get these types of ketones as the product. Whereas these ketones, they are not formed because this carbocation is not a stable carbocation. Then is stability of the product is also important, as we have seen that this is one of the factors which will determine that in what way the reaction will proceed. So for example, the pinacol rearrangement of cyclobutane 1,2-diol derivatives, this one R 2R 1,2-diphenyl cyclobutane 1,2-diol. So when this is reacted with 20% sulfuric acid, so because this is a symmetrical diol, either H goes to this carbon or this carbon, it will give us a symmetrical carbocation. So suppose this goes to this carbon, this carbocation is formed initially, then this will lose a molecule of water and we will get this type of carbocation, and then instead of phenyl, migration of alkyl, this methylene group will take place to give us a ring contracted product. So this is formed because the stability of the cyclopropyl ring, because this can undergo, this can have conjugative stabilization of the phenyl ketone which is formed, and in an absence of sp2 hybridized carbon atom in the small ring, they may also contribute to the stability of the observed product. So that is why here a ring contraction product is formed, because this product is more stable in place of the fact that phenyl migrates to this position. So that is why this ring contracted product is formed. So this product has been formed because the product is more stable in comparison to the preference for migratory aptitude of the substituent. Then is a fact of reaction conditions. The example we can take over here, that when this substrate 2-methyl 1,1-diphenyl propane 1,2-diol is reacted with sulfuric acid at 0 degree centigrade, or we can say cold sulfuric acid, then this product is formed by methyl shift. So we will get this type of ketone by methyl shift, and methyl shift will take place because here H positive will go to this place and lose a molecule of water, and carbocation will be formed at this place because of the presence of these two phenyl groups, which that carbocation will be much more stable, and that is why methyl group will migrate afterwards, and then we will get this type of product. And similar product can also be formed from phenyl shift of this molecule. The same, only difference is there two phenyls on the same and two methyl on the same carbon, whereas here this carbon is having phenyl and methyl, this carbon is also having phenyl and methyl. So that means this is a symmetrical diol, whereas this was an unsymmetrical diol. Now in this case what will happen, either carbocation is formed at this carbon or at this carbon, we will get the same stability because these carbons, they are equivalent carbons. So when carbocation is say at this place, then either phenyl is to migrate or methyl is to migrate. So we have a choice, and because of the better migratory aptitude of phenyl, here phenyl shift will take place, and that is why this reactant will also give us the same product as we have got from this substrate. But if we change the reaction conditions, that is, we use catalytic sulfuric acid in presence of acetic anhydride. Now, when acetic anhydride is used, instead of formation of a carbocation at this place, this acetic anhydride that act as a nucleophile and get attached to this carbon as an acetate. And because this acetate is a better leaving group than this, so this will move to this place, and uh, 1 to phenyl shift will take place. 1 to phenyl shift will take place with the elimination of acetate ion, and we will get this type of product through this reaction. So we can see over here that by changing the reaction condition, the type of product formed can be changed. So this is the effect of reaction conditions, that whether a carbocation will undergo methyl shift or phenyl shift or nucleophilic substitution like this, and followed by phenyl shift. So that is how the reaction conditions they affect the pinacol rearrangement. Then is stereochemical effects in case of pinacol rearrangement. So for example, if we take this 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane 1,2-diol, and in this case, when H positive is added in the first place, that will make it, because this is a symmetrical one, either addition of H positive goes to this hydroxyl or to this hydroxyl, we will get the same carbocation. So with the removal of water molecule, we will get these carbocation. Now carbocation is same, but it can undergo either methyl shift or methylene shift. So there are two possibilities. Path A is that it can undergo methyl shift, and we can get this type of product where the number of carbon atoms in the ring, they are same as in the substrate. So this we will get six membered ring ketones as the product. But second possibility is that this methylene group may also migrate instead of methyl, and ring contraction can take place. Path B, the 1,6 carbon carbon bond will break, and 6 carbon 6 will get attached to carbon 2, and ring contraction will take place, and we will get a 5 membered cyclic ring containing this ketones. So ketones with ring contraction, they will be formed as the product. And here you can see that because of the stereochemical effects, the possibility of breaking of 1,6 bond is much more than shifting of the methyl group because of the stereochemical reasons. And that is why the product formed by path B is 90% as the major product, whereas the product formed by path A is only 6%. That is a minor product. So depending upon the conformation of the methyl group, we will get the product. This is formed in minor amounts, whereas ring contraction product is formed in major amounts. Then some other substrates, they can also undergo pinacol rearrangement, and the commonly used other substrates, they are beta amino alcohols, beta hydroxy halides, allylic alcohols, and epoxides. So here the basic mechanism of the reaction is same. For example, if we take the case of beta amino alcohols, so here these are reacted with HNO2, and this HNO2 will form a diazo salt with the uh, HNO2, and this will lose a molecule of nitrogen to give us the carbocation, and then same mechanism, migration of one of the groups will take place to give us ketones or aldehydes as the product. So for example, you can see that after the elimination of nitrogen molecule, this carbocation is formed, and then migration of the phenyl to this carbon will lead to the formation of this type of this type of cation, where positive charge is on oxygen. Then it will lose this proton to give us ketones as the product. And when beta acyclic beta amino alcohols, they act as substrate, then this pinacol rearrangement is known as semi pinacol rearrangement, because instead of two hydroxyl groups, now this is only having one hydroxyl group. The other hydroxyl group has been replaced by amino group. So this is an example of semi-pinacol rearrangement. Then beta hydroxy halides. Similarly, these will react with silver salts. Ag plus will react with chloride, and this will be removed, and carbocation will be generated, and after this the mechanism is same as we have seen in case of pinacol rearrangement. And this then this will go to this place, and one of the groups present on this carbon, that will be shifted. In the presence case, two phenyl groups are there, so phenyl group migrate to this place, and we will get these types of ketones as the product. Then epoxides, the carbocation is also generated in epoxide from the reaction with Lewis acids. So here, instead of protonic acids, we will use Lewis acids to coordinate with the epoxide oxygen, and this will lead to the opening up of the ring, and a tertiary or secondary carbonium ion, depending upon the reaction conditions that will be formed. And this carbocation will further undergo 1,2 hydride shift along with removal of BF3 to give the aldehydic product. So for example, this BF3 ethate will get attached to this oxygen first. This will create a positive charge, and then this bond will break to give us these types of intermediates. Then one to hydride shift will take place over here, and we will get aldehydes as the product, like this, with the removal of BF3. Next is that pinacol also undergoes ring expansion reactions. For example, 1,1 dash bicyclopentyl 1,1 dash diol. So this is also a symmetrical diol, and mechanism of the reaction is same. In the first step we will add H positive ion, and in the second step a molecule of water will be lost to generate the carbocation. So we will get this type of carbocation. So either H adds to this carbon or this carbon, we will get the same carbocation. So for example, if this carbocation is formed, now this H goes to this place to form a carbon oxygen double bond, and this 1,5 carbon bond breaks, and this attacks the 1 dash carbon of the other ring, and this 5-membered ring will become now a 6-membered ring, like this. So that is how ring expansion reaction takes place in 1,2 diols through pinacol rearrangement, and we will get these types of spiroketones as the product. So for example, 1,1 dash bicyclo pentyl 1,1 dash diol is converted into spiro 4,5 decane 6-one as the product. Then another example, 1 hydroxy diphenyl methyl cyclopentanol. This is a unsymmetrical molecule, unsymmetrical diol, uh, and here the more stable carbocation that will be formed, and you can see that carbocation will be generated on the carbon which is having two phenyl groups attached, because that will lead to the formation of benzylic carbocation, and this benzylic carbocation then undergo uh, breaking of this bond, this methylene bond, to give us ring expansion product, like this. So 1 hydroxy diphenyl methyl cyclopentanol is converted into 2,2 diphenyl cyclohexanone as the product. Then one more example of ring expansion reaction. 1,1 dash bicyclobutyl 1,1 dash diol. This is again a symmetrical diol. So addition of proton, removal of water molecule will generate this type of carbocation. Then this moves to this place to generate a carbon oxygen double bond, and this carbon carbon bond breaks from here and this moves to this place. So four membered ring will become five membered, and that is how we will get these types of spiro compounds as the product. And if these spiro compounds they are treated with lithium aluminum hydride, we know that lithium aluminum hydride is a reducing agent. So this carbonyl group will be converted into alcoholic group. And then again, if these are reacted with H ions and with the removal of water molecule at this place, this will create a carbocation at this carbon. So we will get this type of carbocation. Then this bond will move to this place, and again a ring expansion has taken place to give us uh, these types of bicyclic compounds, bridged compounds, and then this will lose proton from here to generate a carbon-carbon double bond at this place to give us this type of product. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexahydropentylene will be formed as the product. So basically one pinnacle rearrangement and we can say one semi-pinnacle rearrangement take place to convert 1,1 dash bicyclobutyl 1,1 dash diol into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexahydropentalenes. Then another example of pinnacle rearrangement. Here this OTS is removed, and we will get these types of carbocation. Then the hydroxyl group present over here will lead to the formation of carbon oxygen double bond, and this bond will move to this place and we will get these types of ketones with ring expansion of the reactant. So here six membered ring by breaking of this bond will moving to this place will be converted into a seven membered ring. So this is again a ring expansion product. The next is tefnidaminoazole rearrangement. This is again a carbocation rearrangement, and this takes place in case of beta amino alcohols. And here this is formed by diatization to afford carbonyl compounds through carbon-carbon bond migration. So we will take one example of this molecule. This is 2-methyl cyclopentanone. And when this is reacted with HCN, we know this will undergo nucleophilic addition reaction. Cyanide negative will attack this, and H will get attached to this oxygen, and we will get cyanohydrins as the product. And when these cyanohydrins they are reacted with hydrogen in platinum, then reduction of this cyanide group will take place into CH2 and H2. So this is how we can form beta amino alcohols from carbonyl compound. Then these beta amino alcohols, when they are reacted with NaNO2, then diazonium salts they will be formed, and these diazonium salts, diazo compounds, they will lose a molecule of nitrogen, and this carbon-carbon bond will attack the carbon next to where the nitrogen is attached, and ring expansion will take place, and then this will lose a proton to give you carbon oxygen double bond. So this is how we will get ketones as the product. And if you see the overall reaction, the five-membered cyclic ketones, they have been converted into six-membered cyclic ketones. So basically, we have added one methylene group to the overall reaction. So this reaction can be used for ring expansion of cyclic ketones to one carbon more. So five-membered ring ketone has been converted into six-membered ring ketone. Then some applications of tafenidamnazole rearrangement. These are the natural products, and if you see, we are concerned mainly with this group, beta amino alcohol group. Rest of the molecule is not going to participate in the reaction. So mechanism is same. This will react with NaNO2 to create a diazo compound at this place, and this diazo compound then can either uh, this bond can move or this bond can move. So ring expansion can take place either through path A or through path B. So if it this bond breaks, that is path A, in acetic acid at 0 degree centigrade, uh, then uh, uh, then the reaction mixture is brought to room temperature and then heated at 60 degree centigrade. Then this type of product will be formed by breaking of this bond, that is path A is followed. And if path B is followed, this bond is broken for the ring expansion, then this product will be formed. And it has been found that this is formed in 90% yield and this is 6. So ratio of formation of this product is 90 to 6. So both of these bonds they can break, but stereochemically breaking of this bond is much easier than this bond. So that is why the ratio is 90 to 6. So this is the process how B is taking place, and this is the process how A is taking place. Then is the synthetic application in case of steroidal systems. If you see this one, this is hydroxy group and this is amino group. This is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. So this is an example of beta amino alcohols, and rest of the molecule will not take part in the reaction, but this amino group and this OH group, they will take part and then ring expansion will be taking place. So NaNO2 water, acetic acid 0 degree room temperature and then heated to 60 degree. This will be converted into the 5-membered ring will be converted into 6-membered ring ketone as the product. So this is how the product is formed. First this will form a diazo compound, then this moves to this to create carbon oxygen double bond, this ketone is formed, then this bond moves to this place beta carbon and this nitrogen molecule is removed, and 5-membered ring will change into a 6-membered ring. So this is how 6-membered ring ketones they are formed. Then second example is this one. This is again beta amino alcohol with the same mechanism, with the loss of proton from this place going to create a carbon oxygen double bond, then this bond will attack at this carbon with the removal of nitrogen molecule, and these types of tricyclo ketones they will be formed as the product through tefno rearrangement. Then is acid catalyzed rearrangements of carbonyl compounds. Alpha hydroxy ketones or aldehyde, secondary or tertiary, in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, they are rearranged to isomeric ketones. So for example, if we are having this 2-hydroxy 2,4-dimethyl pentane 3-one, this one, and if this is reacted with concentrated sulfuric acid, this changes into this isomeric ketone. 2-hydroxy has changed into 3-hydroxy 3,4-dimethyl pentane 2-one. So pentane 3-one has been converted into pentane 2-one. So how this has taken place? When this will react with H ions, so we know that H ions will interact with this hydroxyl group or this ketone. But here, because of the presence of lone pair of electrons on this oxygen, this will create a carbocation at this place. And then methyl will shift from this carbon to the next carbon, and we will get these types of carbocations. And this carbocation then will lose a proton to give us ketone at this place. So this is how these types of ketones, they are converted into isomeric ketones in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid through 1,2-methyl shift. Similarly, if we are having aldehydes, they will also react with H ions, and H ion will get attached to this carbon oxygen double bond, and this will create a positive charge at this place. And then migration of phenyl group from here will take place to this, and we will get these types of more stable carbocation. And this carbocation, then this will lose proton from here, and we will get the isomeric ketones as the product. Similarly, alpha keto esters, they also undergo carbocation rearrangement, and they are converted into beta keto esters due to migration of either alkyl group or aryl group, followed by migration of the ester group. So say we are having these types of alpha keto esters. When they are reacted with H ions, we will get a H positive will get attached to this place, and we will get these types of ketones. Now these ketones can either undergo phenyl migration or methyl migration. So if they undergo methyl migration, then these carbocation will be formed. If they undergo phenyl migration, these carbocations will be formed. And then these carbocations, they will undergo migration of this group. This group migrates to this. That means this will be neutralized, and a carbocation will form at this carbon. Then this will lose a proton from here to create a carbon-carbon double bond. So these types of ketones, they will be formed. Similarly, in these carbocations, this bond first migrates to this position. This will create a carbocation at this place. Then this will lose proton from here, and a carbon oxygen double bond will be generated, and we will get these types of ketones as the product. So you can see over here. So these are beta ketoesters. This is alpha carbon. This is beta carbon. So beta ketoesters are formed from alpha ketoesters through acid catalyzed rearrangement. So these are the literature which has been used to prepare this lecture. Uh, Thank you very much.